Vidhammer Fantasy.
Welcome back. I'm Spudlow, bringing you another Vidhammer news update for February the 24th of 2014. This is the last week before Crucible 3, which is coming up this weekend. Still looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know my Skaven don't pack quite as much of a punch as they could, but it should still be a kick. Looking forward to seeing people there and getting a lot of games on film for you guys. Speaking of which, yes, there's been several films put out this last week for Vidhammer. Too many to note. Two of them I just did earlier today, and I'm still working on more. There seems to be no end. Looking at things, I'm pretty sure the only thing I have left to do for the actual army for this weekend is to paint my one Warlock Engineer, the second Warlock Engineer. And I should be able to do that and finish off the two videos that I've still got on my laptop right now. And Wednesday evening, I'll be going back to Learn to Play. I'm probably going to play a couple of more games, at least one against the Warriors of Chaos, and we'll see how that one goes. And I'll probably get that one on film. I might not, I'm not sure, depending on how things go tomorrow with getting battle reports done. I don't want to have anything left for the start of the weekend. I want to be able to go in and just say, okay, I want to record these, get them all done. And that brings up another interesting point, because shout out to Stephen Walker for making another battle report, and he did it in the Vidhammer style. Tried to be Spudlow as it was. Good job, man. And it's time lapsed and sped up the way that I've been doing them, and it turned out pretty good. And I'm glad people are doing that. I'm glad people are taking on that format. I know how difficult it is, and I realize I can make them significantly better, or at least I would like to try to make them better. The difficulty, the thing that stands in my way, is the time investment for it. And it's too difficult for me to justify taking the amount of time and not actually getting anything out of it. So an idea that I had was to attempt a Kickstarter project. And I wanted to see what people's general ideas were about this, what people's opinions were, if this would be something that you would be willing to back or not. But I would like to take the videos from Crucible 3 and do a Kickstarter project, see what funds could be raised, and I would use that money to try to make them as good as I possibly could. The downside is, you've got to have something that you can provide to the people that back it that other people aren't going to have access to. But I don't want to limit the release of the videos only to the people who back it. I could do a higher resolution. I could give away one of my slaves, to anybody who wants to back it up. I can mail you one of my little slaves, or I can make a DVD for the high definition version of the actual battle reports that I do, and actually throw in some other clips, interviews from the people that are there and everything, and make an actual DVD of Crucible 3 and go that way. That I definitely could do. It's difficult because I think a lot of you are international, and well, at least a significant portion are international, according to my YouTube statistics, which apparently has actually, I think I've lost some of the female viewers. I think there's one female viewer that doesn't watch anymore, because I used to have like 4.5% female, and now I'm like 3.8. So I've turned the chicks away. I apologize for that. I was talking about something, and it was mildly important, which irks me that I've already strayed off track. But that's how my mind goes. That's how I play Warhammer. I get sidetracked by the chaff. Oh, hey, the pretty chaff. Go after the chaff. Don't go after the chaff. If I throw the project up on Kickstarter, I need to have something that I can offer, and doing a DVD is a possibility. And I would still put the actual games that I would record, the battle reports, up on YouTube. They'd be the lower quality. They wouldn't have, all the bells and whistles and everything. And what backing the project would allow me to do is take the time to actually put in everything that I've been meaning to, but I've stopped myself and said, no, if I take on that project, that's going to be, you know, an entire week of no sleep just to try to make things the way you want it to be. But, you know, you can highlight certain areas. I'd like to put in actual menus during the play, well, not menus, but tabs during the play that tell you what all of the spells are, what spells are being cast, you know, a counter which tells you, you know, and during the magic phases, how many dice the people have, and you know, what their logic must be. When you go into combat, actually having a statistic board telling you, you know, exactly how many members there are on either side, you know, what the characters are, wounds that the characters get that get past the armor and all that good stuff. And those are things that I could do, but I know it would take a ridiculous amount of time. So if that's something that you think you would feel like backing to see the outcome, and there would be different levels. You know, I could put it off at a base level and then put stretch goals in. So, you know, I'm not breaking my back over a very small amount. You know, but if there's a lot of people that want to actually invest in this thing, okay, you know, I'll make them as good as I can possibly get them. You know, if the money's good, I'll tattoo all of your usernames on my ass if it comes down to that. Okay, maybe not that far. Could I drink before I have to get the tattoo? Enough so that I wouldn't remember that it's there. Because I'm probably never going to look, you know, to like check. You know, I don't think I've checked my own ass for tattoos since at least a couple of weeks ago. Otherwise, in Battle Report news, the U.S. Masters was, I believe, last weekend. And Once Bitten's got some interview videos up, but I have not found any actual Battle Report videos from the U.S. Masters. I don't know if they actually took any or not, or perhaps they're working on them, they're in production, they just haven't actually hit YouTube yet. If you actually know of any links, not just from them, but from anybody else who might have been there and might have been recording, if you've got Battle Reports that you know are from U.S. Masters, tell me what they are. I'll throw the links up here so people can actually check them out and everything. Other than that, fingers crossed for this weekend and everything, and for finishing the videos before the weekend comes in. And no matter what, you guys heads up and keep fighting.